Lady Louise Windsor, 17, is the eldest child of Prince Edward and Sophie, Countess of Wessex. Louise has spent much of her life away from the public eye as she is still in education, only appearing for certain royal events like Trooping the Colour. But as the Queen's youngest granddaughter, Lady Louise recently paid tribute to her late grandfather in the BBC documentary, Prince Philip, The Royal Family Remembers. Several members of the royal family took part in the BBC documentary honouring the late Duke, including his children and most of his grandchildren. But Lady Louise's appearance on the documentary was extra special, as it marked her first television interview as a member of the royal family. Although she is rarely seen in public like senior royals, Louise is known to be beloved by the Queen. Louise and her brother James, Viscount 7, have spent a lot of time with their grandmother at Windsor Castle, just a few miles from their own Bagshot Park home. Louise was also thought to be very close to her late grandfather, following in his footsteps with her love of carriage drive. Louise's devotion to her family was evident in the BBC documentary, and since it aired, Louise has been praised for taking centre stage. As The Telegraph's associate editor Camilla Tomaini explained, Louise fast emerged as one of the House of Windsor's shining stars during the BBC documentary last week. Now reports are circulating about what kind of role Louise could play within the royal family in the future. As the daughter of the Queen's youngest son, Louise is entitled to be known as a princess. But the decision was made when Louise was born that she would hold the title of Lady, to reflect the fact she is the daughter of an earl rather than a prince. Like Prince Andrew's daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, Louise had not been expected to become a senior working royal. Louise soon faces a big decision that relates to her future royal role, as later this year she will turn 18. Aged 18, Louise will be able to decide whether or not to use her HRH titles, her mother explained last year. The Countess of Wessex told the Sunday Times, "We try to bring Louise and James, Viscount 7, up with the understanding they are very likely to have to work for a living. Hence we made the decision not to use HRH title. They have them and can decide to use them from 18, but I think it's highly unlikely." Although there have long been reports that Prince Charles seeks a slimmed-down monarchy in the future, there is already speculation over whether Louise could play a key role within it. Royal expert Phil Dampier told The Telegraph, "Because she's the granddaughter of the Queen, Lady Louise can call herself a princess when she becomes 18. It's theoretically up to her. And there's a strong argument for her doing. She seems to be very mature for her age and she's shaping up to be precisely the kind of person the Queen can rely on in the future. Could there be a role for her in a slimmed-down monarchy?" The Queen and Philip had 1,500 patronages between them.